Everybody, we are back. It is Taped on Live. Favorite is podcast, favorite is channel, favorite is everything. We are back. You guys already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, subscribe. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the dislike button if you don't like it. Leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment if you don't like it. Also follow us on Twitter at the Mark John NFL for me, at mholder95 for Matt, and us also always pandasubs.com. Make sure you guys go support that. Pandasubs.com, TDL discount code 35% off. All right. So we're talking about another win. We got back to back. We're back to back now.
Man. Let's go.
I mean, we
might. Wow.
We might. They might end it with 4. I don't know. They might fool us all. Go 5-3. We don't know. But we got some games coming up that look pretty winnable. But we're talking about the review of the Patriots game today. So let's talk about the film. Of course, that's what we do here. We talk about the film and we get down to the X's and O's, So let's talk about that. Matt, you looked at defense. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. What did you think about it?
I mean, it was a pretty good effort for the defense overall. I mean, one guy that kind of stuck out that was still struggling is Corian Bennett. To start with the negative, he's still kind of getting beat out there. I mean, I was hopeful for him coming out of college and being a starter for a week 1 starter, I should say, as a 4th round pick. But I mean, he's getting cooked by Devontae Parker, and Devontae Parker doesn't cook a whole lot of people anymore.
Yeah.
And a couple plays too where I don't know if we remember from the review in the beginning of the season where he's just kind of too soft against the run and still kind of figuring things out.
Yeah.
He was the one negative guy that I kind of walked away with strongly. But defensive line, man, they're really starting to come together. I think, we're obviously going to talk about Bilal Nichols here. Max Crosby did his thing. John Jenkins is playing a lot better. Adam Butler's mixing it in. They're working him on a lot of stunts, and he's been really effective. We'll see one of the clips with Nichols. He actually ends up getting some pressure too, so he's playing really well. Kuntz was a little bit quieter this game, but obviously he's played better the last few weeks. The one thing that does concern me though is all the guys I'm listing on the defensive line are the older veterans, and guys like Tyree Wilson, Byron Young, still kind of leaving a little bit to desire. They're kind of getting worked out of the rotation right now, which isn't ideal, but it is kind of what it is. Raiders keep winning. Maybe, I don't know. We'll get to the playoffs at some point. I know you're just saying the next couple games are winnable. They got the Lions in 2 weeks. So is that a Marcus Johnson hot take?
No. Oh, I thought it was the Giants after that. My bad. It's the Giants.
No,
Giants.
No, you're good. I was looking up at that. I'm like, next 2? I don't know. This one for sure, but
yeah, I don't know.
Lions might be tough.
I mean, it's trap. They're the Lions. It's a trap game. Trap game for the Lions. Trap game. So, what about the second? How did the secondary look? What were your thoughts on them? I know you talked about it a little bit about Bennett, but I mean, how they look.
Yeah,
I mean, go ahead.
Marcus Peters, I thought probably had one of his better games as a Raider. I thought he was really good. We'll see a lot of his instincts show up. Obviously, still not the athlete he once was and won't be, but he's making some heady plays. And Trevon Merrick, man, I was telling you, I know we were talking before the show, I almost wish I didn't do him last week because he had a hell of a game again, and he's really coming into his own. Like we were talking about before, he's playing in the multiple roles where, we saw at TCU, he's starting to become that guy that I thought he was going to be, and I was really excited about when the Raiders drafted him a couple of years ago. I mean, he's one of my favorite players to watch, and just to see his rise from last season, he's all around making plays in the run, making plays in coverage and all that stuff. So, I mean, he's having a heck of a season. I mean, so that's probably one of the more encouraging guys on the defense right now, besides Max, obviously. But yeah.
Watching him play is really encouraging. He like I said, they didn't have him doing the whole man stuff last year, and it didn't work. Yeah. They got him playing a little more free, like Gus Bradley did a little bit. I mean, they're playing a lot of cover 3 too. I tweeted that out. I made a joke about it. You got a bunch of good Gus Bradley guys. Oh, let's play some cover 3, and look, oh my God, it's working. So. I mean, it's kind of funny, but they're mixing that up. They're playing a lot more cover 3 than they usually do. Than Patrick Graham usually does, which I think is a good adjustment by him. Kind of get these guys comfortable, get these guys in the spots where they can play and play fast, and mix it up, and then still mix in some other coverages and not play as much man to man because you just don't have the corners for it. So they're mixing it up. They're making teams play dink and dunk, and like I said, we're getting to the quarterbacks. I mean, Jared Goff might be somebody that could do that, but I don't know who's playing this week. It's Mr. Arm Wrestler guy might be, and then Justin Fields. I don't think he's checked down ever in his life. So, so it's gonna be even if Justin Fields plays, they got more his legs than anything else. But yeah, but it's a lot.
And what I'll say too is like to the dig and dunk part, like they're starting to get turnovers too, which is why we're starting to see them play a little bit better. Like you see, like they got 3 against the Packers. Mary got the 1 too. Like that's been one of the biggest differences. Like if you're going to have that type of defense, you got to be able to make plays on the ball, and now they're starting to do that, which is a good sign to see.
Oh, 100%. That's the big thing. 4 turnovers the past 2 weeks. I mean, I guess is a safety a turnover? Does that count?
I don't think so. I don't think technically not, but I mean, we'll take it. We'll take points.
It's a safety, right? So the defense put up points and they got 4 turnovers. I mean, that's what you like, man. And then especially with the offense, kind of. See, it's weird. So let's talk about the offense a little bit. I looked up a stat because I'm talking about the red zone today. Because I mean, they're awful in the red zone. I mean, they're 40%. The whole league's awful in the bad red zone because they're still 25th.
Yeah, I saw that. I was kind of surprised by that, and I think saw something like this week in particular, like it was like 40% or something like that touchdowns. I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with the league.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening.
The balls changed or something, or they moved that goal. They moved the goal line like half a yard back or something.
I don't know because the Chargers sucked in the red zone the other day too. I mean, so they're really bad there. I think that they're like 1 for 6 this past week, and they're at 40%. But the thing that is so bad about it is that they're 8th in red zone tries, basically. So they have 22. They've been in the red zone 22 times. They have 9 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So so it's crazy. Like if that's how you're gonna play, man, you have to be better there. Like they can't run the ball there at all. So when they have to run the ball, because that's the place where everything gets condensed. And the best running backs in the league that have the that can get in the end zone. If you go look at the Chargers and those type of teams, I mean, they got Austin Eckler, those guys that like to finish, even Christian McCaffrey's, those guys that can finish in the run game. And, Jacobs always had a little bit of issues there in the red zone, in my opinion, just because he likes to think he's Barry Sanders, and that's in the red zone, you just got to shoot it, right? You just got to go sometimes and just play behind your pads and try to run people over and, and push push that pile. And sometimes he has a little problems with that a little bit. So, that creeps up on tape. And then, of course, Josh McDaniels is just not creative down there. I mean, it's just spot concept, I
feel like he gets one play that he really likes in the red zone and just runs it to death. That's like the first time you're like, ooh, that's creative. And then when you run it 3 or 4 more times, you're like, no, that you can't keep doing this. Like the Chargers game with the Aiden O'Connell play. Like,
no, you can't. You can't. Just like he did. I think he did the spot concept a couple times in the red zone. I mean, one time I'm gonna show it. Garoppolo could have hit Mayer, in my opinion. Mayer's huge, but
ain't good in the red zone.
Yeah, I would have threw it to him. That's what I'm saying. It was enough. It was enough separation that if I threw a nice little high ball with some fade, that Mayer can go get up and just moss the dude. So, there's those type of situations there, but that's their big issue on offense. The offensive line. I mean, they suck in the run. Okay, I hate giving praise. Like I have to do that caveat. They suck in the run game still. Okay, but in pass protection, man, they have 4 pressures on PFF between them. When I was watching it, man, I really didn't see them give up a lot of pressure. The only person who's giving up pressure was Amir Abdullah. You could block nobody. I don't know.
Yeah, that's all that. You give up like 4 of them. That was a rough day for Amir.
But Illuminor, he looked like he was pissed, and Mumford was giving some praise, or maybe he watches our show. I don't know. He was Mumford stuff. He was like, whatever. Forget Marcus and Matt. I'm gonna go show them. So he had a pretty damn good game. And Colt Miller was really back. Parham, he's consistent. Van Roten actually gave up some pressures this week. So, and then we saw how the Jordan Meredith side. I don't know what's going to be up with that in the injury report, but that's going to be interesting to see too.
I think Van Roten came in like literally the next play.
Did he? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he came back in the game.
Okay, sure. But it was interesting that Jordan Meredith was the backup. That was very.
Who else would it have been?
Alex Bars, maybe, right?
He's not on the team.
Oh, Alex Bars got cut, huh?
Bro, we petitioned for that guy to get cut for over a year, and he finally did, and you forgot already?
I think it's on the practice squad.
I don't even think he's on the practice squad.
Oh, is it? I thought he was. Maybe he wasn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong with that. All right. Hey. So let's get into the film. All right. So it's going to say red zone issues, man. I know it says what it says, but it's going to say red zone issues on here when you guys see it. So on the back end. So let's start with the run game. Like I said, we're going to go over every single red zone possession. Okay. So we got a little outside zone here, mix it up. I really was a little disappointed in Jacobs here because there's a cutback here that I don't know what he's looking at. Maybe he sees Mumford getting his butt kicked by Anthony Jennings and about to fall over, but there's a cutback here. There's nobody there. And that's really the sign of outside zone. It's like, boom, touchdown. Because look where Bentley's going, right? Right? Bentley's going this way. Parham has a great block right there. Miller has another great block. James is doing enough. And then Van Roten has a decent block there too. But, I mean, all he has is Kyle Duggar. Maybe Kyle Duggar meets him there. But, you know what I'm saying? He missed that. He missed that either.
Be in the right direction, whereas Duggar's the wrong. You know?
Yeah, exactly. And that's where, you know, usually he has more patience in outside zone. So it was a little weird to kind of see this. I mean, he just doesn't run it in a while. Or maybe he thought the hole was going to open here because you can kind of see there might be an opening. And then, no, it's not. Maybe. Yeah. But, yeah, that was a big possession there that they ended up on the outside zone there. So here we go. Little red zone. First play. First pass play. I mean, so we're getting spot concept. They call it diner, right? You know, it's spot. So, little curl from Adams. He's going to do a little funky curl, which maybe throws off Garoppolo. I don't know. Then we get the flat, and of course we get the corner route to Mayer. Okay, now they're playing man-to-man. This is pure man, guys. We're getting one-on-one, single. We're going to get a little bracket on Adams, right? They're inside out Adams, I think. But the rest of it's man, okay? So let's check this out. Let it run. So you see right here, you know, I think Adams throws him off, but Garoppolo already is like, I don't know what he's doing. Adams not running the route like how he wanted to. I guess threw him off, and he just like decided to panic because he has Mayer. I mean, if it is a spot concept, you know what I mean? Like 5 is looking at Adams. This is the spot concept, man. I don't know. Come on. He's been in the NFL 10 years. He's played football like 30 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he probably could have even gone to Myers on the backside too.
Yeah. And like threw it low.
Yeah.
His head's already down. His head's already down. And then he has Mayer up here. Like Mayer, he just throws it up to Mayer. I think that's a touchdown because his back's turned. Jalen Mills. It's a touchdown, man. Just a little bit blown opportunity on this one. And you can see, I mean, it's a good offensive line. I mean, it's good blocking. There's just no reason for him to do that.
Yeah,
that's how you get hurt, right there. That is exactly how you get hurt.
Yep.
All right, next one. Little toss play. Let's bring it back on this one. All right, so you get some pretty good blocking here. I know some people maybe wanted Jacobs to come back, but I say no. You know, I don't know. I don't think that's gonna work. I think this is pretty good. You just want a Hooper kind of to hold this block, or maybe he could jump cut or something. But
yeah, I mean maybe, but general rules, you don't want to cut back into the teeth of the defense.
Yeah,
I'm not that much of an outside run, but
yeah,
it did open up because Peppers over pursues a little bit.
Yeah, that's Julie Pepper. I call it Bentley. Do that. All right, so here's when Adams gets killed. So the next play. All right, so this is levels, right? So you're getting in, under, in. They call it Utah, and then you get a curl and a seam. So this is Haas, Utah. This is if you want to know some Patriots lingo, or some Erhard Perkins lingo, or maybe I don't know whose lingo it is. I think it might be theirs. All right, so here we go now. You kind of see that they're keying on Adams, right? I mean, this guy's looking nowhere towards Michael Mayer. He doesn't care what Michael Mayer's doing. He's like, right, Adams. And maybe that's where Garoppolo's eyes goes, and he just goes right to it. Now, Adams is open. Now, I don't know why he hasn't thrown the ball to him yet. Right? Yeah. And then he throws it. When he throws it to him, he throws it behind him. Mm-hmm. So this is and Peppers is coming full speed. So this is just completely sets up Adams to get killed on this one. I mean, he could have went to Mayer too. I mean, Mayer's open. Look at the separation. Mayer's got a lot of separation, man.
Yeah.
So bring it back a little bit.
And to be honest, that's like the least hospital pass that Jimmy Garoppolo's thrown of all the hospital passes that he had. Like, but yeah, behind him, put it fucking on him, man.
And they got him killed. That's why he got hurt, because he threw it behind him and it kind of just set up. So we'll see in the back end.
I wonder if that's why he was pissed after the game.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, because for throwing off your back foot, and then he has to catch the ball and then turn around, right the ball. You know what I mean? Like if he caught it in front of him, he's still running sideways.
Yeah.
So I'm not watching. Like if he catches the ball in front of him, right like here, if he catches it like this, Peppers can't pop him like this. He might even have a chance to round it up because the way Peppers is coming.
Yeah.
With a good throw.
Or like dead leg him.
Yeah, or something.
Remember that show on Prime, or that segment on Primetime, Jacked Up?
Yeah.
That was Jacked Up right there.
All right, next play here. Here's another toss play.
Ooh, what a block by Myers.
Yeah. But, Miller couldn't hold his block there on this one. So Miller tries to get outside. He can't get there. All right. It's a good block by Myers. But Miller can't. If Miller was able to get that block, that's a touchdown. Or a hold.
Yeah, I was going to say Parham.
Or a hold.
All right, linebacker's good, though. Tavai, or I don't know if I'm saying that right, but he's a good player.
Yeah.
He had a good game.
All right. Then we get the double post here. So we're getting 2 posts, double post here. And then we're getting a go route. So 2 posts, Adams and Myers here. And this one opens up really easily because, like I said, they're getting man-to-man here, and they're kind of like eyeing. But Adam, you're getting pure man-to-man. I mean, Adams didn't really get double teamed this game, so it's kind of weird he didn't get any targets. But, Myers is that wide open. And watch it one more time. It's funny. He almost missed him. He's so wide open, right? And that was a sick route. He got this dude. Look at this dude. I don't know. He's all messed up. His feet are all messed up. But he's like almost missed him still. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I know he's trying to get it over the defense.
Yeah, but we'll see it on the backside. Right, but like I don't know. I feel like if you just toss it over here, he can still get over his head. This guy's running this way. It's an easy touchdown, easy pitch and catch. Made it a little tougher than it is. Do it behind him and high. Good catch though by Myers. Good adjustment. All right, now it's Brian Hoyer time. Can Hoyer change the red zone? No, he cannot. All right, so here you go. Some more runs. Right now we're getting a little inside zone, I believe. A little inside zone. Or maybe duo because he went out. He went all the way to the strong side. A gap there. And then I think Myers just doesn't get this block. They did a good job reading this one. Yeah, that's a good job by Peppers.
As great of a blocker as Jacoby Myers is, that him on Peppers is a mismatch.
Yeah, and like there's some kind of tell. These guys are just blowing up these holes like that. They did that last week with the Packers.
Well, maybe it's not Garoppolo then because they did it with Hoyer.
Yeah. There you go. All right, here we go. 3rd and 7. This is we're getting toggle, right? We're getting toggle. They could do a lot of option routes here, in and out, on top of each other, and then we're getting a seam, which I think it's an adjustment by Mayer because of the blitz, and then you're getting a little slant here. So watch Kyle Duggar though. Kyle Duggar, he kind of goes in, kind of comes out like he's gonna play man, and then he blitzes. So this is a good design. But Hoyer sees it and gets rid of the ball quick. First down.
Yeah, it was definitely a slight adjustment.
That's a good job by Mayer, though, getting his head around. Nice. Mayer played the whole game, man. I mean, no more Austin Hooper. He was tight end 1. I liked it. First game, tight end 1 gets 75 yards. You know what I mean? Yeah. First game.
I think he had 4 third down conversions, if I remember correctly. 3 or 4.
Yeah, man. All right, so here we go. We get another one. We're getting basically we're getting go route, post route, out route, and then an in route here, right? So they're gonna as soon as he's gonna look at Hoyer right here, and he's gonna look right at Adams. So that's not there. Unless Hoyer had a cannon, maybe it's Justin Herbert. He could throw that throw up. So Matthew Stafford, because you're gonna see that he definitely can't make this throw because he can't make this throw up here because he has Mayer.
Where did that ball go?
Watch it. It went up here somewhere, man.
It just died. It just disappeared. Oh, there it is.
And watch your backside. Watch your backside here.
Yeah, that looked like a 38-year-old throwing the ball.
Yeah, it's not enough pressure for him not to throw this like duck. Like this. This is bad, man. It's awful. All right, here we go. Another run here. Some more duo. We're running so much duo these days. A lot of duo. All right, and this is another missed block here by Parham. There's just some good push here. Parham just gets slipped out there. Just can't hold his block against Barmore. Watch one more time. Yeah, see, he just can't hold that. Barmer just beats him. He's the only guy that gets beat. And here goes Peppers. Did a hole. Oh, here he comes. See it?
When I
Is
think
it Pepper? No, that's Mills. That's Mills right there. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think part of the problem is this is the play Meredith was in, so they made the adjustment of having James work strong on duo instead of weak to help out the backup guard, so Parham didn't get the double team he was hoping for.
So is it Tell Myers?
What's up?
Maybe the Tell is Myers. Yeah. No, because they're hitting this hole. You see where Myers is at?
Maybe when Myers is reduced on the formation, they know they're running it. Maybe. And he's their best run blocking receiver right now.
He needs to switch that up then, doesn't he? All right, here we go. Now we're getting some more outside zone. When they didn't run this in the red zone, it looked pretty good. Yeah, because I still think Jacob's going to hit this one right there.
Yep.
But he went outside too much. Go back a little bit. Ugh. Man. At least got more yards, got a more effective, successful run there. We'll see back this side. Yeah, it's there. If he's a little more patience. All right, and then here we go. Last throw here. We're just getting a fade and an out route. They're doing some funky stuff up here, but get the fade. It's a bad throw. I mean, just give Adams a chance here, bro. It's funny. All his incompletions are in the red zone. That's funny. All of them. All right. So let's get into Hoyer here. I kind of skipped it. I switched the things up. I did the red zone still sucks on this one. I switched them up. All right. So here we go. Brian Hoyer. So this is I just show you some good things that he did. So I broke this play down on this one. So we'll go back. Let's see here. So we're basically getting Mills. I don't know what they call this, but this is Mills. You get the post route with the dig, and then you get a go route here, and then you get a quick little under route on this side. So let it run here. So they're basically playing like Nick Saban quarters, is what I call it, because I don't know. It's cover 7, I believe. Right. And then you see he's driving on this under route here. Let me let that run. Let the circles develop here. See, he's driving on this one. But the key to this is right here is, let me go back a little bit, is Duggar is driving on Adams. Now I'm going to show back end why that is happening and why this is a great play by Hoyer. Well, Hoyer's going to hit it, of course, right over the top because this guy's playing outside leverage, expecting some kind of help. And it is not there. And that is a big play to Tucker.
How you can throw a 40-yard seed and not even throw a competitive goal line fade or that ball to the corner of the end zone is beyond me.
I have no idea, man. No idea. This is like his first throw, I think, or his second throw, right? And this is like, it's a great pocket, but watch Hoyer's eyes. That's what I really like. Hoyer goes to Adams. He sees looking at Adams. He makes Duggar drive, and then he goes right back to the top. Boom.
God damn, that's a great ball.
I know, man. This is even better ball. This one is on, this is, I made the joke about, Aiden, he's showing, Josh McDaniels showing Aiden O'Connell how to throw a dig here. So we're getting blink, play action blink with the beeline route and the dig route from Adams. So we get the play action, right? So he does a good job of holding this guy, right? Because you see his eyes open up to Myers, and he holds this, and then he's going to throw anticipation. This guy's going this way. So he's going to see that hole open up, throw it in anticipation right there. And then Adams is able to catch it and protect himself. So he's not mad at Hoyer. I'm going to say that. He's just not mad at Hoyer. Yeah. Maybe on the fade route, maybe. But he's like, oh, my God, I'm not getting killed? And this guy has a weak arm? So play action here. It's a great run. It was great pockets, and he had the free rusher right there. Great throw, right on the money too. Boom, gives him a chance to protect himself. Dime. All right, and then they ran a lot of these mesh routes, but I'm gonna show the difference between Hoyer and Garoppolo here on the same exact route. They killed the Patriots with mesh routes all game. All right, they really haven't ran mesh like this like in a while, but see the great timing here. He gets right to Austin Hooper, gets it right there. He can get some yak. He can try to jump over somebody. First down.
Hoop, you're my guy, but you're not hurting to let anybody anymore.
Yeah, it's not happening for you, man. And then we got 3rd and 7 here. Same look. We're getting same mesh concept, same concept, same kind of look, right? But just Garoppolo hasn't thrown the ball yet. Why he's not throwing the ball? He hasn't thrown it yet. And you see it worse. It's worse in the back end. It's just the, Hoyer is not even good, but he's just understands his offense a lot better. Like throw the ball, man. Throw the ball. Throw the ball. Yeah. You wouldn't get hit. You wouldn't have to act like you're not getting hit if you do it already. God damn. All right. So that was the offense. The red zone, it's not creative, and they can't run the ball. So, and I feel like I kind of just let that Garoppolo is good in the red zone thing. It went away on when you can't hit the corner around the spot concept. I don't want to hear it about red zone Jimmy. So, yeah, so they're not getting the red zone. They're not creative. They're not doing things. They're not moving Adams around like in different spots. Like let him run like a juke route inside. Like do like the Hossie juke or something like that. Mix it up with Adams. It's just having him do fades. We're just doing fades in the red zone and all this other stuff. It's not working, and they can't run the ball there. So that's the big problem. If you can't run the ball there, you saw Jacobs kind of needs to be more patient in those outside zone runs. He looked a lot better running those inside, outside the red zone. But for some reason, in the red zone, he didn't look very good. And then Brian Hoyer, he just looks better than Jimmy Garoppolo, which I don't know how I feel about that. I didn't feel too good about it because when I was watching, okay, he's going to start because there's no way that he's probably going to start because he didn't look terrible. He looked like he was playing with really good receivers. Yeah. That's what he looked like. That's what you look like. If you look like a backup quarterback or a veteran that's playing with some good receivers out there like Michael Mayer and Devontae Adams.
And that's what we kind of hoped Jimmy Garoppolo was going to be, right? We knew Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't going to be this world beater, but we knew hey, you have the best receiver in the league. You got Jacoby Myers now, Hunter Renfrow. Hunter Renfrow, it seems like his days with the Raiders are numbered now. Yeah. And now a stud rookie tight end. You don't have to be elite. You just have to be good. And right now he's not.
Exactly. And Brian Hoyer came in there and he was good. Because they didn't have that many possessions in the second half. I think they had 3 or 4 possessions. Yeah. And Brian Hoyer got them down the field quick. They got down the field quickly. They had a lot of more explosive plays when Brian Hoyer's in the game. They just still suck in the red zone. They basically look like they did last year with Derek Carr. That's basically what Brian Hoyer came in the game and looked like they did last year with Derek Carr, to be honest. So, whereas explosive plays, you're getting a deep ball over the top, and then you get out of 20, and then everything just goes to shit. Falls apart. Yeah. Yep. So penalties, the stupid penalties down there, everything just goes to shit when they go to the red zone. So, it's a big issue. They have too many opportunities. They could be a way better football team if they just figure out how to fix that.
So, been sitting on the stat for you that I want to drop. You talked about the offensive line and the issues with the run blocking.
Yes.
So go on PFF earlier this week doing some more research or whatever, writing an article. Jacobs is averaging 2.9 a carry, right? Not good.
Yeah.
He's averaging I think, and maybe I'm screwing up the numbers a little bit, but 1.98 after first contact. So he's facing contact within a yard damn near every time he touches the ball. He's averaging getting hit a yard past the line of scrimmage. Not even can't even get back there. So again, obviously, a few runs where you could have cut it back that that you pointed out, but it's there's not much you can do when you literally have a yard before someone's in your face.
Yeah. So because it's so many negative runs, man. That's what I'm talking about. If Myers is a tell, and because now I want to go back and watch the Packers game and see if it's Myers coming inside and that dude's just blitzing. Yeah. That's a big tell, and that's not, you're not going to win when you have a big tell like that and you guys just blitzing the gap. You think the Bears are going to do that? You think the Lions are going to do that? You know what I mean?
The Bears might not. I don't know if you've seen the Bears defense. The Bears defense is pretty damn bad.
Okay.
Like, yeah, they got a couple good linebackers in Edmonds and Edwards, but yeah, getting ahead of ourselves a little bit. Yeah, Bears defense is pretty rough.
Okay. All right, man. So you might see Hoyer come out, put up 31, right? They're because see, that's one thing. I really feel like that if Hoyer comes out there and he just plays, because if he plays like he did this past week, they can beat the Bears, 100%. If he plays like they did when he came in this game, and get some explosive plays, throw the ball downfield, get some connections with Adams, those guys, and they put up some points. I don't know. Even if Garoppolo ends up being healthy, I don't know if he gets the job back from Hoyer. I don't know. Especially like if he wins this game, and let's say Garoppolo's out the next 2 games, and then Hoyer plays like good against the Lions. No way. Even if they lose, win or lose, I don't know.
That's his boy though. That's McDaniel's boy, Garoppolo.
But
Buffalo, man.
Who's the bigger boy? I think it's more of his boy is Brian Hoyer. He tried to bring Brian Hoyer last year.
Did he? I don't even remember that. Did he? Oh, that's right. They tried to trade for him, right?
Mm-hmm. That's who's the real boy? What I'm saying? Who's the real friend here? Right? And Garoppolo's a 7-year-old friend, kind of like an old friend. This is this is a guy who's been around. I had a couple beers with you after games already. All right. So that's the offense for this week. And then all right, man. So let's get some defense in. Let's
get some defense tape. Let's go. Let's get it rolling. All right, you got me up there?
Yeah, I do.
All right, so like I said, we're going to go over Marcus Peters. I thought this was probably his best game as a Raider so far. One thing I did want to start off, you guys know me, I like to start with the bad and finish with the good. One thing I did kind of want to highlight, and this play shows it, he's still not a huge effort guy, I would say. We're going to see it on this play. This is the screen to Zeke, I believe, or the swing pass, whatever you want to call it. First of all, I'm not a huge fan of this play call. They go in cover 0 and blitz the passing strength instead of the weakness. So Malcolm Kuntz ends up dropping, and they have 3 to cover 2 and 2 to cover 3 here. Mm-hmm. Not a math guy, but that's not working out. We're going to see it a little bit right here. Like, he kind of gets blocked by Kendrick Bourne. I feel like right here he's like, all right, Trevon Merrick's got that. And then when Trevon Merrick gets held, he goes, oh, shit. And then you see this is my favorite part, though. Watch. He's going to like he hits the gas, right?
Yeah.
Flag comes out. Okay, we're good. So, again, Marcus Peters had a great game. We're going to get to more positive clips, but still not the best effort. And I was just dying laughing watching that. Like, as soon as the flag comes out, he's like, all right, we're good. Let him score.
Better move, man.
I like it, man. Conserve energy. We're going to see a little bit that here, too. Here's going to be a similar play. It's actually a really good play design because they're going to run a swing pass, and then the Raiders bring Tyler Hall to nickel off the edge so that this receiver, Kendrick Bourne, can basically just go block Spillane, and they get the matchup they want, right? Marcus Peters on Ramondre Stevenson. Stevenson ends up dropping the ball, but what I do like, too, I'll back this up a little bit. This is what I'm talking about with Marcus Peters' instincts. He reads it, crashes downhill, and, I mean, he's in a good spot where, 2 yards away from him to at least make that tackle, and then he slaps the ball away, too, to make sure it's a drop. Not the best highlight, but again, I like that where he's showing some instincts and getting in the right spot. This one's going to be a scramble drill here. This is actually going to be Trevon Merrick's pick. And this, I actually like it more because it's great team defense. Like, you'll see Crosby there get the pressure, get a nice little quick win to force Mac Jones off his spot. We'll see Marcus Peters up here at the top of the screen against Devontae Parker. First thing, obviously, as we know, Marcus Peters is going to play with a ton of cushion because he can't quite run anymore. Here, perfect. We're driving on the route, driving on the curl. Mac Jones wants to come back to it right here, but he can't get it. Marcus Peters flips his hip, stays on in the scramble drill. And good Lord, Mac Jones.
What was that damn throw? What the hell is going on?
Yeah. I don't know exactly. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I think it's Diablo that's being a little too aggressive and should probably sink to take away Hunter Henry. Mm-hmm. But God, that is wide open. I don't know if I've seen him miss that bad. Like, I feel like Henry, like watch right here. He stops going for it. Like, he's like, oh, is that for somebody else? Like right here, he's kind of.
I mean, there's a corner out. There's a corner out behind him, so it's like maybe.
But yeah, Javon Merrick, hey, overthrows, baby. Tips and overthrows, the lifeblood of the safety. Take it every time. All right, which one we got here? Oh, PA, the play action deep shot. So this situation right here for you guys is it's about 9 minutes left in the game. Pats are down 9, come out in the or they got 1st and 10 too, so they just crossed midfield. Probably a good indication they're taking a shot. Run play action with a 2-man route. Trying to hit, I don't even know who that receiver is down the field. Another awful throw by Mac Jones. But what I like about Peters too, same thing. Raiders are going to play cover 3 here. Stays deep. Sees Mac Jones pull the trigger, flips his hips, and he's pushing this receiver towards the sideline. We see it every week in the NFL. Guys make highlight reel catches over on the sideline and stretch out and grab this. Peters is at least there to force him out and keep him wide to push him out to the sideline. So another good rep, another good contested target from Marcus Peters over there. All right, here the Raiders are going to run cover 6. He's going to be on the cover 2 side, squatting as the corner. Takes a little step 2, little subtle things here in cover 2 that make the safety's life a little bit easier. See him widen at first to force that receiver to go wide and give the safety a little bit more time. Mm-hmm. And perfect. Reads the mesh concept right there. Now, goes for the ball again, which we pointed out in the past, but I like that in this instance. Mm-hmm. One, because it's 2nd and 15, so if Kendrick Bourne gets a couple extra yards, no big deal. We'll take 3rd and 7 versus 3rd and 9. Mm-hmm. And 2, Divine Diablo is coming over there pretty quickly, so I don't mind him going for the turnover there, and that's about as much. Again, nice tackle for 6 yards. Keep him in 3rd and long all day. Here's probably his best play of the day. Kind of dusts off these old knees, a little fade route. Get up, go get it. Not going to see that from a guy. Not going to see that a whole lot from a guy who's got bad knees at 30 years old. So, just a nice little goal line fade here, going up against Kendrick Bourne, who I believe is the Patriots' #1 receiver. Also, this is hilarious to me from Patriots offense. If we watch this, sorry, I just had to point this out.
You good?
They're going to do the tight end steps up on the line or steps back, and Kendrick Bourne is in motion as they snap the ball. This is what I was talking about before the show, when it's like a high school team trying to figure out what the hell's going on offensively. I can't believe those mistakes are getting made in the NFL.
I know, man. It's so bad. They've been in this office 3 years. I don't. They have no excuse to be.
Yeah, I guess Bill O'Brien, he came in and made all those big sweeping changes, and they didn't have an offense last year, so maybe it's different.
I mean, it's the same. It's the same terminal. I don't
basically for sure. All right, so moving on to Bilal Nichols, same thing. Kind of wanted to show a few of the bad clips to paint the picture a little bit better. He is playing a lot better, and he's been standing out more against the run. However, against these double teams and combo blocks, still not his strength. We're going to see our old friend Trent Brown here. A lot of mass. I'll give him some slack on that one, but can't exactly get pushed from hash to hash, ideally. Kind of the same thing here. This time he's going to go take on a combo block, I believe, with Trent Brown in the tight end. Going to work wide, post snap. Oh, no, that was the guard at least. Still kind of the same thing. He ends up making the play, but, 5-6 yards past the line of scrimmage. We can't have that. Mm-hmm. But moving on, this time he's going to take on a combo block, not on the same side as Trent Brown, not on the side as the 400-pound offensive lineman. So a little bit better, cut him some slack here. I mean, this is just going to be a dirty swim move to defeat this combo block. Oh, no, excuse me. I screwed that one up. This one's not the combo block. This one, the Patriots are going to run inside zone. And that too, this is kind of what I'm talking about too, where I like what Graham's doing. We got both linebackers walked up on the line of scrimmage. So that's going to eliminate the combo block for the offense because this tackle has to get on Diablo now instead of being able to help the guard. I mean, that's beautiful right there. That is picture perfect way to take on a run block. Got our hands inside, got good pad level under this guy's. We're in our gap, and we're reducing this one to the inside too. He's essentially filling 2 gaps right here. Yeah. And then when John Jenkins is able to come off his block, he gets involved too, and we get a TF or a tackle for short gain. All right, this is the one I was referring to earlier. Nope, not even that one. I'm all off today. This is going great. But this one's actually the RPO. Good thing I put notes for myself too to remind myself which clip is which. So, but yeah, this one's gonna be an RPO. Same thing. I mean, we're getting what is that, the center right there, and
Yeah.
trip over his own offensive lineman. And I know obviously it doesn't matter because Amit gets the sack on the RPO and Malik Cunningham doesn't throw it.
Mm-hmm.
But that from Bilal Nichols from a year ago, where I know he put on some extra weight, in the offseason, this doesn't happen. Like, this is a great rep. Like, we got that guy completely locked out. Again, hands inside, our helmet's under his. And I mean, we're picking two guys right now, and we're helping Jenkins get free. They ran that, they weren't getting anywhere.
Oh, see, Tyree Wilson almost got his first half sack. Max Crosby just let him go to the ground. Almost, so close.
There we go. Now we're talking. So here, a little bit different on the double team or the combo block this time. On the guard, away from Trent Brown again. I mean, that's a dirty swim move.
Yeah, it's nasty.
And two, like, if you watch this, if you watch Isaac Rochelle here, who also had a pretty good game in the few reps he played. This is one of his best reps of the day, I thought. They're going to run long trap, like they're going to influence with the tight end to keep Rochelle wide, and then kind of arc release. He takes it on with a good force, spins back inside.
Okay, all right, Isaac.
Makes a play. So good play. But two, kind of circling back to Nichols here. Nichols is the one that actually kind of lets Rochelle make this play. One, by beating that double team and beating that guard and then getting up the field.
Mm-hmm.
Where they want to run it right now is on Nichols' outside shoulder right here. But they can't. The running back has to cut back, and that's what lets Rochelle come up and make that play. Moving on to a few pass rush clips. We see that similar swim move here on this rep. Nichols had a couple pressures in this one. We'll get to the safety in a second here. Again, nice little arm over. Ball's out way too quickly. That was one of the things that was kind of frustrating about this film is, as well as the defensive line was playing, one thing I do have to give Mac Jones credit for is he's getting that ball out quick. I mean, another half second, and Nichols might at least get a quarterback hit there.
Yeah.
But, hey, we'll take pressures that lead to inaccurate throws all day of the week. This is nice. Like, too, how he going to do a good job of selling vertical here and selling the outside, and then working quick inside with his hands and his feet to beat that guard, to cross that guard's face and beat him on the inside. All right, here's the game winner. This is what I was talking about earlier. We're going to see Nichols and Butler run a TT stunt. Nichols is going to be the penetrator. Butler's going to be the looper. And they've been doing this a lot and having a lot of success with it the last few weeks. First of all, Nichols with a nice, good rip move on the guard. That's going to influence the guard to come inside with them. And then again, it's physical in the center to pick the center. Get a 2-for-1 there. And hey, sometimes when you're physical,
why did he not throw this ball? I'm sorry, I know this is a defensive line, but I'm like, why the hell did he not throw the ball, Stevenson? You're in the end zone, Mac Jones. Throw the ball.
I think there wasn't much time just trying to make a play. But yeah, you're right.
Who cares? What do you mean try to make a play? It's a sorry.
Hey, if I could explain Mac Jones to you, dude, if I could explain Mac Jones' mindset to you, dude, I'd be making 7 figures and wouldn't be talking to you. No offense. Back
to the breakdown. Go ahead, Matt.
I just don't even know what to say about that guy. But anyway. Yeah, great play by Nichols. Love that being physical. And like I said, man, sometimes when you're a good teammate, you get to reward yourself. The center was caught completely off guard by the stunt, even though they ran it all day long. And boom, go get the half sack. Let's hit the showers and get the win, man. So yeah, like I said, man, really good game from Bilal Nichols. Liked what I saw from him. And he's been doing it for the last few weeks. I remember last week when we were talking about what were we going over last week? I can't even remember Max Crosby. When we were going over him, like he had a really nice rep against another combo block where he actually pulled the shoulders down of the guard and got a win against a double team. Like that's the kind of stuff he wasn't doing last year. Yeah. And he's still not, terribly productive as a pass rusher, but he's getting there. I mean, he's playing a lot better. And the whole D line, like I showed you guys with that clip on Isaac Rochelle. You see Max Crosby getting the sack in there on that last play, obviously, and then Butler getting some pressure too. Like they're just playing really well as a unit, and they're really starting to gel, which is really exciting and fun to watch. Been fun to watch over the last few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, seeing the D-line growth is a big thing because especially they're going into this week. You're playing another offensive line that's not very good. Definitely really bad on paper. I think the big test for this defense, we'll really figure out how good they really are, is the following week against the Lions. Yeah. That's going to be the big test. See what they're really about. Of course, this is going to be a big game for the offense because that Lions defense ain't no joke either. But if the Raiders aren't a defense that it may be good, they might show that they're good at that point. Like if they
Yeah.
control the Lions and keep the Raiders in the game, they might be a good defense. If they go get blown out, then we know they're an average defense that is going to beat bad teams. That's going to do really good against bad teams, and against good quarterbacks or good offenses or great offenses, they're going to struggle a little bit. So that's going to be the big test for them. But the defensive line growth is huge. That's awesome. Seeing Adam Butler and like Bilal Nichols and all those guys get a whole lot better, and then seeing the secondary still playing pretty good. The defense looks good, man.
Yeah. I mean, defense is the story of the year right now. I mean, like we talked about before, like they're not spending a whole lot of money. They don't have a whole lot of draft capital invested in the defense, but they're playing their asses off right now. I mean, as far as this week goes, like they're playing so much better against the run than what they did at the start of the year.
Yeah.
And this is going to be probably a big running game. Chicago, that's kind of their MO already, even with Justin Fields in the game. And without Justin Fields, that's probably what they're going to do. Their two best offensive linemen, Tevin Jenkins, Darnell Wright. I always want to call him Darnell Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Those two guys are good run blockers, been good run blockers so far this year. So definitely going to be a test on the ground game, and big measuring stick for this defensive line. We'll find out for real how for real they are these next 2 weeks. Like you said,
I just want to see something. So I'm going to see how good this defense has been the last 3 weeks. So since week 4, since week 4, the Raiders are 12th in defensive EPA.
Top third. Let's go.
Yeah, since week 4, the third rush EPA. They're still pretty down there, I think.
Oh, really?
The 29th in the rush EPA. Still. But you know what that means, right? They're 4th in drop back EPA. That's because they're 12th.
Ooh. Well, they're getting after the passer a little bit.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the main. I mean, if you can stop the pass, it doesn't. You can't. I mean, run game, sure. Run all over us. The Browns, I guess. We don't play the Browns. That's fine. But yeah, they're really good at stopping the run in the second half too. That's something they're really good at. They really step it up in the second half. That was interesting, man. The last 3 weeks, they're 4th. You got the Seahawks, you got the Ravens, you got the Niners, and then you got the Raiders. And you got the Jags and the Lions. Man,
which is funny. They have even less capital invested in the secondary.
Yeah, right.
So maybe the Raiders just need to be like the A strategy. Maybe like John Fisher needs to buy the team, and they just need to stop paying people.
Yeah, or something. I don't know, man. Or Patrick. I mean, we got to give props to Patrick Graham, really.
Yeah.
So because he's basically making gold out of they gave. Hey man, here's some bargain shopping. He's like he went to Goodwill and like he made one of those shows. It's like one of those design shows. Where the guy goes to Goodwill, he finds the best thing he can find at the thrift store, and he redos your house. And that's basically what Patrick Graham did.
Yeah, I mean that's an accurate description. I can't say I'm familiar with the show you're talking about, but yeah,
I don't know. I'm just saying there's probably a show like that. Somebody goes to stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm sure there is.
You're just assuming. We're sure.
I mean,
you go to your Netflix account. It's gonna be like the number one. It's gonna be Fixer Upper and Goodwill Hunting.
Goodwill.
There you go. I like it. Goodwill Hunting.
Goodwill Hunting, right there, bro. All right, guys. We're out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Like I said, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. I got a one-play breakdown of Brian Hoyer up. Then we're gonna do some defense on the memberships too as well. So go check that out. This should be out by the morning too as well. And then this will be out in the morning. Whatever morning, Wednesday morning when you check it out. And then yeah. So and then Spotify, whatever, guys, go check it out there. And of course, we got Friday Night Live, and then we'll do some previews this week for the Bears. So we're out of here.
Let's get it.
Peace, guys.